Prayers before teaching. In the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. Through this or listening to the Dhamma and other perfections, may attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. In Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. Through this or listening to the Dhamma and other perfections, may attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. In Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. Through this or listening to the Dhamma and other perfections, may attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. Prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, request to turn the wheel of Dhamma, quest not to manifest Nirvana, dedicated meritus created to all sentient beings. This ground is anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, Mount Meru, four continents, sun and moon. Visualizing it as Buddha feet, I offer that all beings may enjoy this fear. Idam Guru Ratna Mandakalaham Niyatayami. As you exalted and venerable gurus, who have created clouds of wisdom and compassion in the space of Dhammakaya, in accordance with the needs of a few disciples, let the rain of vast and profound them I fall. Okay, over to Geshe-la. Thank you.
Last two. Sanje la soje chono la chancho palo da ne chodon che da ke chuche je be sonan dala be je sanje do ba cho sanje chono soje chono la chancho palo da ne chodon da ke chuche je be sonan che dala be je sanje do ba sanje je la soje chono la chancho palo da ne chodon da ke chuche je be sonan che dala be je sanje do ba说大雁另外一双老雪地送给他，之前每日上班经常这边做，就把六月那年拉玛一当真正上了，都叫我给今年到了现在劳动，当高着让他们这那个你呀大呀，我也是叫上也找到你们打着他。你看那不有句嘛，把身体烧你别老老干一当，刚才人家别觉人家说的一个人半这半个月，在大他家他把当别过去，特别说你是人的些人啊，老大老面没当面我接我们家亲啊，老是去说了小娃小把那上去送把这都去给的就。在大家去当别去年些人的些人的家亲也带着这是别的就，但是小完的了，觉得这些可把人的那边人家现在觉得也没。我们当年来把掉了，特别送年节，对面肯定注意，前面拉到路上需要从那扎起去，就呢，啥了就的，刚才你那了解跟着那一都在动，你们把人那个啥话小把因为天天让到上班，就那那就上街上的学校让的让的那把小，这样那么了也看到，那你这个主要那没也看到，主要跟着长那知道吧，当时看到那个。学的多年就送到就了，前甚至放这等，上那边嘛，等着家走了说，有的人就说，我老说那这一送上他去，你对吧？现在全部本个爸爸路主当爸爸他们，那么你这浪水，等你给我的等比小我能把他去级别上这边小我出去路。等你吹风节这些东西，月下堂前，马场面板对比，西部从这浪街人民呢，做对比，你想出浪就知吗？他想出浪里前门的，刚先把写一句是，但特别他想出浪里前门的，两个那么总个把前面，他上山这里呀。等你别说错吧，我有可能送吧去了。他特别上去浪里前门的，吃完一档，你吃全部数据可能你吃完都怕怕。但他不的他浪里里跳上也不去接吧，人那你吹风机这些东西呀，你好像这边过去吧。他说呀，浪人也不去接吧，人那浪人跳上接呢，浪人能送吧，浪人接吧，人那他等你我那场呢。身体来呀，你上去也，他吃醋啊，他忙了哇，他个人没处啊，个人吃了没吧，我得等着给送，也他接不到不，我等着几人是，他这样你就总个把钱不来呀，今天适当。给一些呢，忙不有别那呢，你他也他给，我就把给一些呢，你就像长辈一样，给些大多数呢，你得也当啊当，等你。저 지네만 주비 당아 초 어다 딘데 지네 닌데 답이게 토네니 나랑 처리야 니 시로기 뒤자 맞출래야 팽비기 쳐도니 레본데 타고 잡아 아니 레본데 니 잡아 참마세 땅가로 쳤다다 니네 퇴선치주 고고숑한테 한정 겨와서 버려서 어디지 다 대답이 랑리기 줘자 때려야 아니 셔본 중어 초고 셔본 링기 초고 셔본 준비 초고 송지 나오게 다 셔본 중국기 초고 다 셔본 중국기 초고 때려야 다 줘자 다지 몸부유비 나네 다 샹저다 렌제다 아니 딩을에 차마다 상바 라소바 열데 단단데 렌제 지 고레 렌제 다 렌제 세바데 샤다네 레던 리빈 나자데니 기첨부 인바 자마세 아니 텔레 엔지템비 양답이 따와세 샤요 엔지템비 양답이 따와세 렌제 최근 도송 렌제 야부지 지송 제바이나 다 새로 제말이야 야나메 야나 하게 루프송 소바치 다 밀리 램바 자마인바 밀리 푸송 소바 아니 하게 르람바 야나 하 푸송 소바 어 덴디게 르테 야버치 람바다 다때키 자차 자탐바 찬디오레스 어때 다 됐다비 다 가서 렌레송 사데 가르레스나 다츠 듀윤드 전도 소 시지 듀바이나 아니 메겨와줘도 파파 아니 겨와줘도 아따 삼바 넘버 타피기 토니 듀바이나 아따 렌레송 사데 다테레스 어때 덴리지 주이나
Rasugila. Okay. Mikiwara, Mikiwa. Pangata Kiwa to Muskila. Then the Sumbara. Okay. Okay, so Geshe-la just started his teaching. He started with the recitation from the verses that from Lamrim. Here, the teaching I will explain is how fortunate beings are led to the Buddhahood by the various stages to path of enlightenment, and where the pathways are forged by the two great trailblazers of Nagarjuna and Asanka, Arya and Nagarjuna. And here, Geshe-la has explained about there are around 8,400 teachings of the Buddhas, and which is like summarized by this Lamrim text, where the Lamrim text has summarized the 8,004 the teachings of the Buddha, and which is present in this text through the stages of three stages of from in the through the path of the three person, with a person the low with a small capacity, medium capacity, and the larger capacity, great capacity. And the main teaching here he is going about the teaching on the Lamrim, the path to the enlightenment he is teaching, and the Lamrim, the path to the stages to the path to the enlightenment has a fulfillment of 5 fulfillment, where the teaching was present through the 5 fulfillment, and these stages to path to enlightenment text, where it is shown that all the paths is without any mistaken path, without any wrong path, but it showed the correct path is towards the enlightenment. So Lama Tsongkhapa, when he was the Lamrim teaching was, he received he understand, or he received from the teaching he have this Lamrim teaching he received from the kila Chambayangi shell tamangus shell mus jere na adi
아
josh akitara jere.
지름부 첼마 아니 지름부 지진 잠배 양게 힘을 손도 지네 다 손쳐 나네 조지게 다 단다 라딜이야 다 지게 봐도 희세네 랑리 잠바 그만 나와 된대요.
Uh, yes. Okay. So Lama Tsongkhapa, he have received a blessing, like actual blessing from Manjushri, and then also from Atisha, also from the Atisha. They have told him to make a write a text called the stages to the path to enlightenment. So. Okay. So here there's a teaching on this day, and the concept is there are three wheels of dharma in here, which is like dharmas of the path towards the small capacity persons, and dharmas of the wheel of dharmas of the medium capacity of person, and wheel of dharmas of the greater capacity person. And the current section is about the wheel of dharmas of the people with the small capacity, and it's a main concept in the current current teaching that we are going under it, and there the topics such as the topic the covered topics such as about the taking refuge, the concept of three refuge, concept of impermanency of death, and also concept of karmas, like karma and its result. So from currently we are Geshe-la is giving teaching on the karma and its real its effect. So if individuals have receive a proper knowledge, a proper understanding on the karma and its effect, okay, so the karma and its effect is known as the concept about like the view of the mundane beings, like general people, like normal lay people, like views of the mundane being. So these karma and its effect. So if a individual practice or understand it well, and if he practice the karma and its effect very well properly, then if he practice all the virtuous karma and these 10 virtuous karma, then the person will either born in a heaven as a born as a god, or either born as a human in his next life, which is 100% sure about it if he has totally practiced well with his karma, his virtuous karma and its effect. So in summary, when you are talking about the karma and its effect, the summary is the karma and its effect, though it's a vast topic, but in summary, it talks about the 10 non-virtuous karma and how to refute or how not to do the 10 non-virtuous karma, and how to practice the 10 virtuous karma. So if you practice the 10 virtuous karma properly, then you are able to practicing the karma, you are practicing the actual karma and its effect. Now, let's hustle.
Oh, yeah, that and Katson Kazi gets a that Lelan Chutsen ni Rebota Chibi Hiabasa, that the Katurandoa. Lelan Chutsen ni said Gawacho, Megawacho, ni Telia, Chutseni, said Chutseni the Nishur, Gawacho, Megach. Teta Bene, Rebota Chibi Hiabas. Jung Jen enjoy Seka Mapa Township, Sayunga Yata, Tela Oba, do you go by Yiba was? That Jetsonga Chembe Lamrim Chenmo and the Conto, make it Chota, Gavacho, Tea and Jabo, and then no make and Jabo, and it Dandre, Jutik and Jabo, Chenema, soon also at the zone. Jung Jen and then Seka Maba Yena, and then Sayunga is a Papa Tomek is on the Sayunga Yatan. Teni Papa Tomek is on the Telaba, do Doalia Hiaba. Chima Chini Chenani, Chetsonga Cheme Lamrim Chenmo Song Yus, or teach. The teaching Juina and Sambachi Tonut.
No. So here, at the last section, we just stop here at this section. Thus, I have explained the two set of the 10 parts of action along with the other effects. I've explained everything that is unclear in other texts in accordance with the intent meaning of the levels of yogic dates and the compendium of determination. So here, Geshe-la has just mentioned that in terms of the 10 parts along with their effect, here's two set here means like the 10 virtuous karma and 10 non-virtuous karma. So when the Lama Tsongkhapa, he was mentioning about the 10 virtuous karma, 10 non-virtuous karma, he was also, when they're also talking about their effects, when you are doing any of these activities or any of these actions, he also told about the effect which we have already which Geshe-la has already taught about, the concordant effect and also the actual effect, and there are 3 types of effect he have already taught in the last class. So if there's these things, if the topic of the virtuous karmas, non-virtuous action or their effect is not clear in some other text, but then Lama Tsongkhapa has mentioned that you will get a clear meaning about these things in Arya Asangas levels of yogi teeth or the comparative determination. The individual can get a proper knowledge on these things. Now let's hustle.
That tennis Dunse Somba, Senanda, Sache Somba Telea, Lech Rot Yawa Yentambala, Selmorin de Sondo, that Telea, Sache de Nonsenlea, and Dunsen Rabbit, he heard. Or that Pejeta Zoje go, Jijus. Or that ye soon your song, Pejeta Zoje leg go here by the cheek. Any leg Nyambata, Le Mangi go here by me. 아니 저보 담보 소설이야 신들이 가림 희결해서 디콜에 시아바다 된서 송고 거는 송고 다 담보니 펜시도 조직이 콜 시아바라야 아다 펜 겨와 다 메겨와니게니 펜시게 조직 가리 이미 아니 텔레야 페제도 조제게 펜비토네 아니 모기츠 동지 아니 페제도 조제게 단다 되니 아니 페제도 아니 조제 페제게 레니게 샤와 간데 펜유레 세텐세 이게 답이거니 해요 다 담보 페제도 조제게 레기 야와 간데르잖아 아니 메탄 달롱리 참소도 펜조지 야와네 덴드 펜빌레니 겨와탄 년드 펜빌레니 메겨와 인라 조제라 녀바 메테 덴드 야 야라타 닐라타 엄바 마차와 탄도 메두바다 세통와도 네마도 유어스 니 메게 셰라 덴드타 이달라 펜조 페소 초바 이와 게셰 도소 다 펜제 다 조제게 야드 간데르사나 다 샤탄 메페 미기 류테 람바 다 나라츠 탄다 밀류랑야라 다 대니 레겨와기 펜워 밀류랑워 어다 아니 사글랑케트서 레게 펜워 어다 테 페제기 레겨와사테르 아니 냐와 펜빌레 던주 펜빌레 이다 펜비길레 때서 년주 펜빌레 때서 메겨와세르 호텔 다 조젤이야 덴르기 땡키 요 말레스 조젤라 냐바 메테소 덴들리나야 마로초 밀리랑바이나야 야제 깜바마 첸다노 라파 쳇사노이 야라타 닐라타세 야라사 깜바 라바차 닐라사데 라핀조모타 깜빈조모테솔레 닐라로 닐라테소 쳇사네 데니 엄보 마차와사데 아니 미마차 언조 마차 어다 덴리 게든 엄보 마차 데니 도 미도바잔도 하장 녀바 밑에 저거 통문도 개긴 동이야만 잡아 아니 제 통통 제네 로충충충충 총줘한테 된다도 되네요 제 도저 땜바 있나야 가도 있나야 내나难的 되네요 카시네 제 사주마라 통주마라 라수비 유부차 어다 된게 밀려 남바데 페제 게 페요르테 된게 내마 제 통도 무도바 까마라바 쳐봐 아니 된게 용바데 아니 조제 미기레게 시고레스 때서 미게 차용 거를 다 나긴게 다 던졌다 이다 때서 아니 겨와 미게 펜사레데 양 거런서 던졌다 이다 카실래야 저 평소 저바 요소를 던졌로 카실래야 조시고요 아니 이다 카실래야 벤조 평소 저바 요비 로주요 대초 거런 조지 게게 존로를 어다들 벨레나 말아서 친자다 시먼자보 어다 미미송 첨부게 자 첨부제 사조 통주 표소 초바 대사 표소 초바 이렇게 대초 그런 치다 시미게 류람바테 미기레게 패용 거라 이나 조제데 거라 사조 통주 대사 표소 초바 조제 게 초바서 게게 존로 게레경 어때니 잡아 요레스 어디 파트 지죠
Naso Gila, Naso. So now we came with the third one, which is a presentation of other classification of karma. So here there's a like diffusion. Gila, dela such a sumir sunra gila dela le gila priya
소바 레치로 요 예담발라 전세 송다버체 펜시 조제기 고다지
now ani chik gila penje zoje
아니
che
레녜바타 레망이 비고지
anle nge pada manye pa
아니 제부 대화이나 동해나 가리나 토마 가리 소소로 미기 말스 티고지
and los hama khami mamira las ani gila thanda penje de zoje khorada sabje shishara chiki yawa
나서 이제다
nang
이야와데 아니 코츠를 무기츠 동체 무이 대바데
무시단체 아니
아니 펜시도 조지 조취데 지라
독투라
아니 아니 소 이바데 샤와 가제 펜기요 메고르
and los que baja de primavera so now we came with the third one, a presentation of other classification of karma. Here the other classification of karma are presented here. Kishla means here presented this in the terms of other classification of karma. There's a you can include it in this topic under the 3 section, which can be like the concept of completion, projecting and completion of karma 1, and then one is like another is like the result one definitely have to experience and one definitely does not need to experience, and then the and where from where the possibility from which duration or from which boundary or from which section that the one can there's a possibility of one can experience its result. So there are the three sections which can be included in this topic. And in terms of the first, that about the concept of the projecting and completion of karma, there Geshe has mentioned around four subtopic which are the what are the types of or what are types of the projecting and completion of karma, and then how one can complete or there's a completion or there's a completion of the projecting and completing karma, and at which in which birth one will individual will have to experience those completion of projecting karma, and what are the four possibilities between the projecting and completing karmas. So these are the four subtopic which you can include it, which is included in the projecting and completing karma. So in the first one, there's the distinction between the projecting and completing karma, where although karma that projects a rebirth into the happy realm is a virtuous, and a karma that projects a rebirth in miserable realms is non-virtuous. There's no such certainty with regarding to completing karma. So in terms here, it is mentioned here that they're like one who is those who are born in a happy realm, such as one who rebirth either in a god or a human realms, they are due to their previous karma such as practicing of 10 virtuous karma, and those who are born under the miserable realms like hungry ghosts or either in a hell, they are due to their past karma of the non-virtuous state. So it is due to this. So there's no such certainty with regard to completing karma, and non-virtuous action created even in happy realms. But however, they are like okay, but in terms of the completion, but in terms of the projecting, like in terms of projecting of the rebirth, one can there's a projecting that if you have able to, if in a previous life you have accumulated able virtuous karma, then you will be reborn. The projection karma. The projection is that you will be reborn either in a human or either in a god dream. But if you have accumulated the non-virtuous karma in the previous life, then you will or present life you will rebirth as a in a miserable dream, which is projected due to your non-virtuous state. But there's no certainty in terms of the completion of karma. So for example, if some individual, even they are projected to born in a human life, even they are projected to born in a human life, they are due to the non-virtuous due to their previous some non-virtuous actions. Maybe they have to complete this non-virtuous the result of this will be completed through the effects such as having a complete having having an incomplete limbs or fingers or sensory organs, or having an unpleasant color, or a short lifespan, many illness, or poverty. So even one has a projected a virtue projected a happy dream due to the virtuous karma, but due to the past some of the past non-virtuous karma, he has to complete his karma through the having a incomplete of his organs, or incomplete of her fingers, or a handicap with some body parts, even he born as a human. So this is a thing. And also further virtuous action greater consuming wealth even for the animals and hungry cause. So here he mentioned that even in terms of the if one is projected to rebirth in a miserable realm due to his non-virtuous karma, but some of the animals or some of like nagas are considered as so these nagas, even they are like under the miserable realms, they some of the nagas are considered as a very rich one. So these nagas, even they are miserable realm, but due to their previous virtuous action in this life, they are born in a miserable realm, but their virtuous karma completed through getting having a being a wealthy. And also in terms of animals, some animals, even they're born in a rebirth, they take a rebirth in miserable realm, but due to their previous virtuous karma, they were adopted or they have become pet by some rich people. Rich people are that they got all the luxurious needs, such as a cat and dog. Some cats and dogs are adopted by the rich people or wealthy people, that they got all the luxurious needs. It is due to their virtuous karma which need to be which is completed through the taking by the complete taking birth in a rich family, or even the animal they are like adopted or taking birth in a rich family. Now kila sasu.
나 대체 담보 펜시에도 조지 이와게 자치 다 네바 무기 지치들이 다 무기 지치된데 라리 쳔모리야 대다나 펜시 게에 파라 조지자 게에 줘봤다서 무지치스 아니 야 펜시 미게 펜 조지야 미게 줘봐 니치스 무니치스 펜시 미게 파라 조지 다 말이 다 펜시 게에 파라 조지 게에 줘봐 지치스 야 펜시 게에 파라 아니 조제 미게 줘봐지 니치스 펜제 미게 팔라 조제 미게 줘봤다 송치 펜제 미게 팔라 조제 게 줘봤다 무히세데 되게들 다테 송비 생기 라부체바인다 펜제 게파 조제 게 줘대게 말아 좀 메카시 다 샤왕하마 레게 다 메페 다 메페 차디 메코로 초초 거네야 이 최장장 전에 마시게 봐도 최제바 자마체 사조 통조 되사 가리에나에 제 표송 초바 어떤지 아니 소폴이야 내 나차 매봐 어따지 샤왈랑도 여봐 아니 지 주다 조랑츠 때서 야보 여봐 텐데 메카시 텐데야 텐데 게 토네 셰프 장장 게 토네 근데 매츠 존라 주라 따데 페제 게에 페 조제 게에 조바스 어따데리 양 알아서 가게 맹가시 샤왕함이 레경고 멜라 페제 게에 페사르 얘나야 챈델레야 아니 지 벨레나 자순다부터 추칭비틀이야 아니 르라 데니 나장장 센디케 데도 나장장 센디케 대초 조지 미게 조 내가 너긴 가게를 넣어다 장장세 양 중치 대초 너야 샤라보다 파라보 장장 센디케 데리 기타 소초게래 장보 젠디케 어따든데 내가 나긴 게다 마펀라보 다 마장장 저디케 다 든데게 리드 펜시 게 페르 아니 조지 미게 조 양 가게네 코로 밀류 나오르데 챈델레 두메 장장 노 어따 강에 장장 나다 어텔라서 바테츠리드 펜시 게 펜 밀류 나사레데 조제테 미게 게 장장 조 어테 무니드 테레스 다 뭐송바데 펜제 미게 파라 조제 미게 조바테 다 데레 돈로 아니 다 지나오예 다 나오예 다 생게나오예 다 펜제 미게 파레 조제 소차야다 사세 텐데 장장제 아니 텐데 토네 조로예 조제 미게 조루요레스 다야 펜제 미게 파라 조제 게 조바데 야지 돈로 카시 다다 치다 시민하게 가셔도 코를 상하면 이게 안게 치다 시민게 들으기를 하는데 아니 전에 사주 통조 표성 초바 내 나타면 시보 전에 잠보 전 대파 메게 전에 마사 텐데 전에 조르한테 내 페제 메게 베 조제 게 조가서 왔다 때 무게 됐는데레스 어때 무게 됐지 진짜 해지 저르잖아
Let's get that. So now the first section about the concept of the projection and the completion, we have just, Kishla has just given that in the first paragraph, he has given a concept of the distinction between that, or the difference between the what is the projecting karma and completing karma, what is the difference. Now the second, it is about the four possibilities between the projecting karmas and completing karmas. So what are the four projections, four possibilities? So four possibilities are, first is when the virtuous karma, projecting virtuous karma, which is completed through the virtuous karma. These are like projecting virtuous karma and completing. One possibility is projecting virtuous karma and then completing virtuous karma. So this is being case that there are four sides of relationship between the projected and being completed. So they're like where the results are due to the projecting virtuous karma, and also where the virtuous completing virtuous karma. One is this, and the the second is result, a karmic result due to the projecting virtuous karma, but the completing is due to the non-virtuous karma. Completion of the and the result is due to completion of the non-virtuous karma. The second, and the third is projecting from the non-virtuous karma, but the completion from the completion from the non-virtuous karma also. And lastly, the fourth is the projecting from the virtuous non-virtuous karma, and then completion from the virtuous karma. So there are like four possibilities. In these four possibilities, so there are okay, you just have to go to the previous page because we have not come here yet. Okay, so there are like four possibilities. So here Geshe-la just given an example that in the first possibility where you can see like like the result of the virtuous projecting karma, where both the results are from the virtuous completing karma as from the where the both where you the first possibility is like result from the virtuous projecting karma and the result from the completing karma, where he gave an example that there are some individuals, some humans, from their childhood they are born in a good family, and from the childhood they always have abundance with their food or anything they want, they always get it. And also like they are always close with the dharma, and they always get chances to listen the religion or dharma, and having a very good physiques and having a very good look, and they are living their happy even when they get old, they are living their life happily in their life, they don't have to face much problem or suffering, and always were connected with the dharma and having a proper wealth. These are the people who are these such people are result due to the completion, due to the like projecting virtuous karma and completing virtuous karma in his previous life. And now in the second possibility is a result from the completing of the projecting the virtuous karma, but completing from the non-virtuous karma, the non-virtuous completing karma, where he give an example that if an individual, if an individual take birth, take birth in a take rebirth in a human life, but such a human life, he gave an example as there's some people who are born near the coastal area. So what they do is for the food they have to kill the animals. They have to kill animals like a fish or seafood. They have to kill the sea animals for the food. So there are there are people in the city who have to work for the meat shop or the poultry farm to kill the animals for like this. And also there are some people live in the mountains and they do hunting of the animals on the range. So these, and also like some of the army captains who always have to face the wars and kill the other humans as their enemy. So there are some people who even they take rebirth as a human life, they always have to go under suffering. So these are the due to the second possibility, which is like which is even the projecting karma is a virtuous, but their completion karma is a non-virtuous, that they face a result of such result. Now the third possibility is when your projecting karma is a non-virtuous and the completion karma is also non-virtuous. When the both are non-virtuous, then what will be your result is third possibility is those animals who are the animals who like such as a tiger, a rabbit, their projecting karma was non-virtuous, that's why they're born in an animal. And also their completion karma, which also led them to be a non-vegetarian, they have to kill another animals to have for their food. So which shows that their completion karma is also non-virtuous. But some animal this now the last possibility is like your projecting karma is non-virtuous, but your completion karma is a virtuous. And for such possibility you get a result like such some animals which are like, for example, he has only to mention about some animals such as cat or dog, where like though they take as birth is a cat and dog due to their projecting karma non-virtuous. But what happens is when they even they take birth in a cat and dog, they were adopted or they become pet of some wealthy family, that they always have a luxurious need life, and they always get whatever they want, and they stay happy, they get a proper well-beings. So this is due to their completion virtuous karma, due to their completion virtuous karma. So these are the four possibilities Geshe-la has just mentioned. Now Gila Sasu.
Oh yeah, that's a super job. Penjigile, Zojigile, 아니 펜츠도 조츠 칸드레스나 땡어주 지거 대서 손바트 다대야 바바 토메기 균틀레 개와타 미기 레치네 덴조타 년주셔바 펜바도 한수 조바시비 레스리바 샤오 펜바니 강게 넘바 힘바 펜바오 연소 조바시바네 강게 셔바 나 너바타 민도와 nombawo heso se tipater tate kanderesen penje se ateke nami pegres nami ge pombo ta gewa juba yena gewi ke lete penje lete ke ngacho ge mi ge nami ge pombo sai nami ge pombo otetu megi let penje ge lete se ni tunju ge nami ge pombo ida ge nami ge pombo nyawa ge nami pombo peres otech pesati zoje se ateke ane 강게 시아바 나서 다 메시아바 이나 아니 ndaba 당서 메시에디 멜레야 아니 잠보타 표소다 체리네메 요아다 아니 야 메시아 람바 이나 어다 텐다 조바다 아니 메시아바 이나 야 카차나라 엄보 마차라 소바 민데바 노아스 에 메게와 이나 텐드 이나 다라 펜 조제셋 르랑 차이 거래야 아니 잠보 게 조바데 게에 조바 두자게 조바 강에게 조바데 아니 nye 메게 조바서 왔다 조바다 펜바세 고된데 된데레스 예소스 어디바지
Okay, now in terms of like how the projecting karma project, the function of like the how the projecting karma project your effect and how this completion karma able to complete your karmas is this is the third section, which is like we have already completed two sections, which is about the about what four possibilities, and also about the how that like differences between the projecting and the completing karma and the four possibilities. Now we come in the third section where how the projecting karma project and how the completion karma complete his karmic karmic action. So here when you're talking, it is mentioned by Arya Asanka in Compendium of Knowledge Abhidhamma Samuchaya says that understand that virtuous and non-virtuous action project and bring to complete completion birth in a happy realms and miserable realm. Projecting karma project of fruitations, completing karma is that by which in a rebirth you experience the wanted and unwanted. So here mentioned that in terms of the fruition, in terms of the projecting karma, the projecting karma, what they do is they give a fruitational result. What is how it projects is it projects through the giving a fruitational result. For example, for the if a human, the projecting karma, how it gives is he give a humans aggregate the aggregates of humans, and in terms of the hungry ghost, they give aggregates of the hungry ghost, which is how the they are taking birth, and it is a complete it is a projecting of the projecting of your projecting which done by the projecting karma. And in terms of completion karma, when the individual will born take rebirth, what the individual experience or experience the wanted unwanted is considered as a completion karma, how the completion karma completed. So for example, some individual or some humans, when they like enjoy the suffering, when they have to suffer, when they have to experience the sufferings and sufferings which is continuously sufferings in their life, it is due to their completing karma. They are experiencing their unwanted things like suffering, and some people who always having a enjoyment life, that is due to their completion karma completing its action. So this is the thing. Laungila Sasu.
아야 다 되니 전생 잡고 이바테레야 가르르세나 아니 다 폐지당 폐지기 겨와다 메게 레 님버테기 아니 샤와 가제 팽기레서 다테레 다 텔레야 루니어 저기 루레야 레치기 샤와 치마토 샤와 니송 메페야 송거 아니 바바 토메기 균틸이야 레치기 샤와 몽버 펜바야 요레스 샤와 몽베 루치 펜바야 요레스 오라 따테와 마테오 아 저레 치기 샤와 치페노 요조 샤바 도마이 헬 레치기 샤와 치페지 도마 메페라 조제라 도마 요바타 도메차 치 메페바 히야도 오소라 다 개초 예네게 절 테르소 메 페제게 레치게 메 샤와 치랑거마도 메기 샤와 니송 레치기 펜투 마레스 다 나긴 게 지기 시와 지편은 용조셔바 도마인세 조제려야 아니 도마여 조제게 레려야 되는 자민 하소 요레스 시완데너 조제게 레조 아니 도마여레스 조질라 도마 동 도매장 치매바겠다 레 몽보 사네 게일레 메고 몽보 사나요 아니 미류 치 되는 배 요마레스 레 몽보 사야는 레 몽보 되게 메이셔와 몽보 나오르마도 레 몽보게 저보 미류 치 되는 배바요 요마레스 와 되는지요 다때 다 무timba 파바 옹게니 그들이야 그들이네 레치게 루치 펜빌 레자요 레치게 루토마 펜빌 레자요 레토메 루치 펜빌 레자요 레토메 루토마 펜빌 레자요 또 예손데 드발레 레치케지 치케 세치 코디 나미치 사베 소아당 레테 세라토미 나미치 사베 소아당 니치스 레치케지 맘베 치부티니치 사베야 소아당 mambu pensu teni tsera chini chidu jubi sabe yaya sowa la hieto se atati ipatir. Tate kari songyo sena le chi ge lu chi penpa tenre yori ese kora le gyawa yinanda me gyawa yinanda shu chechung rami naso yora ta shu chung chung dege le chi zama shewa chi zama to penme tuke tenre yori ese gyawa yinaya me lu chi zang len tuken ki gyawa 내와를 시비 미겨와 이나야 네 기셔와 지상 렘비 미겨와 아니 든지 기셔와 지상 렘비 미기 배시 벨지레 어떤지요레스 레치게 류토마 페빌레장스 다레 슈 첨보 대바 하장 그 첨보 어떤지게 아니 셔와 압자들 팽여를 미겨와 후 첨보 지게 시셔와 니자 소자 어떤지 장 압자 팽빌로 다 나긴 게 겨와 후첨보 셔버지 주바이나 겨와티 엉게 밀루 야 니자 송자 다제 텐레 게 겨와사여를 페이지기 게 어다 가설다 레치게 밀루 마론 산다보 밀루 다제 샤와 어자 니자를 페투가 열어서 겨와 후첨보 되게 레치르다 레치게 루토마 페밀레자 요세 티치 le tome luchi pembile chansa ta ya ngaro chandrabo me rangawa pembile le tome luchis ya ton college job tabo tende ki shawa lambala ya le gyawa shu chabo gura ta gyawa shu chabo chi me ba yina ya ge le mambo chi ge shu chi do done ta ton college job tabo o tende ki luchi pen che yore se le mambo chi yandu ne le tome le gyawa mambi ke 제부게 니 야쇼 동콜리치 저버다비게 르치 펜바야 요레스 레토메 루토마 펜벨레 차야스타 테요라 벨라나 소초파이 게일레게 메치 루치 le ane majin balam be pami tsutin tege ya meli tabuchi le ane majin balam bande megu chu pami tsutin chuge ane tende meli chu le chuge ni meli chu lamba tende che ta nagin ke megewa chubu ta rere geni tendro tabu chu yana ida tabu chu ge lule newa tabu chu ge lule ba tende yores le tome lu toma pe le chu hieson des tan reba le chi chi ke 세치 코니 노미치 사베 소아요레사 따따 치바리다 레테 세로토미 노미치 사베 소아파스 레치기 샤와 타마페바요바 레치 케치 몬베 아니 치부티니 사베야 소아데스 레토메기 샤와치 람바 몬베 페치 테네 세로 몬부 치니치도 주 사베야 소아 나히토 세와타 테네라바치리 야야 티치주나
Naskila, that's so. So now we come with the fourth section, where the fourth section it becomes about the concept of the how the projecting karmas and the completion karmas, how many duration, how many births one will take through these things. So it is mentioned here. So in this here, it is in the treasure of knowledge. So there are differences between in terms of Arya Vasubandhu and Arya Asanga when they are describing about how many projection can be happened by the projecting karma, how many one can be birthed, whether they will take rebirth in how many in terms of projecting karma. So there are different description through the Arya Vasubandhu and Arya Asanga. So Vasubandhu normally in his tertiary knowledge, he explains that one individual karma can able to project only one birth, not more than one birth, one rebirth, not more than, they can't project one individual karma, cannot project one single karma, cannot project more than one birth. But Arya Asanka, he make a different interpretation, that he told that one individual karma or action can project many birth, able to project many birth. So you can see here in the texture of knowledge, which is written by the Arya Vasubandhu, explain that single actions, a single action project a single rebirth and does not project many rebirths. There are many completing action, but many projecting karma action do not project a single body. So here Arya Vasubandhu has mentioned that even though they are, in terms Arya Vasubandhu in his ratio knowledge mentioned that a single action can only project one single rebirth, not more than that. Even though there can be possibility of many completion, there will be possibility of any completion of many the possibility of many completion action, but they won't be there is not there isn't or there's absence of possibility of projecting of many reports of from one single action. So this is a difference. But Arya Asanka in the treasure of knowledge, she mentioned that in a treasure of knowledge, okay, so it is further Arya Vasubandhu in treasure of knowledge, it is mentioned that one project, one rebirth, and those that brings about completion are many. So it is here mentioned in this, which is shown in a treasure of knowledge, that Arya Vasubandhu mentioned that one projecting karma will give only one rebirth, not more than that. One project only one rebirth. But in terms of completion, there may be a many. There may be a many in one rebirth. There may be a many completion by the completion karma due to the completion karma. And but it is differ from the Arya Asanga. In Arya Asanga, in the comparative knowledge, he said there is a karma where single action project one body, and there's a karma where single action project many bodies. There's a karma where many action project a single body, and there is karma where many action project many bodies. So there, Arya Asanga has mentioned that they are like there may be some karma, some action, one single action can. There may be some single action which will which just give a one, which give one only one result, which can project only one result. They are karma, or there are some karma, some virtuous karma which give only one result, such as one due to one previous virtuous karma. The individual, the person will he will take rebirth as a human or god. So it is like one rebirth. It is projecting one result due to the one single action. And also in terms of non-virtuous, also like if a person has accumulated one single due to one non-virtuous karma, he may born in next life. He may born either in a hell, so hell realm, or either in a heaven. Sorry, not heaven. Either in a hungry ghost, either in a hell, or either in an animal. So this like you can project only one result. But there is a karma where the single action project many bodies. So but however, Asanga differ from what they said. There may be some karma. They may be a one karma where they may a karma where a single action, where the one action can able to project many bodies. So like one action can project like due to one action you may born in a again and again in a heaven, or again and again in a human realms, or there may be like one person due to one non-virtuous karma, non-virtuous action, he may take birth again and again in hell, or again and again in hungry ghost. So there also are stories regarding that due to the strong non-virtuous karma, one have to take birth have to take rebirth again and again for 500 times in a non-virtuous, in a miserable realm. And there's a story about like one taking birth again and again for 500 or 400 rebirths due to one single action, due to his single action. So there are stories. So it shows that like one single action can project many rebirths. So this is a difference. There's a karma where many action projects many body also. So the verses was in the which is the commentary. In the commentary, the verses and the commentary explains that the Arya Asanga, when he was saying what he's saying in the comparative knowledge is, as according to Asanga, there are four types of karma respectively: a single instant of action nourishing a seed of only one single lifetime fruition, which is a one, where the like one single action can give only one single lifetime, projecting of only one single lifetime, and that action nourishes seed of, and the second is an action which is which nourishes a seed of many life fruition. This is second, and the third is many instant of action, again and again nourishing a seed of just a single so like when you accumulate so many karmas but getting only a one single body. And the lastly fourth is many mutual dependent action repeatedly nourishing the seed of many body of succession of lifetimes. So like many action repeatedly nourishing the seed of many bodies of, like you are taking rebirth again and again due to the accumulation of many mutually dependent action due to many karma. So these are the four types of karma which Arya Asanga has mentioned. Now Gila Tsaso.
다다다 아니 대세니 반다버데 녜바다 망에 비고르 다 텔레야야 지 시사게 고니 해바세 대세 지다 뒤주 고니 송도 해바세 대세 니자 다 담보 시사 고니 해바 텔레야 아니 녜망에 텔레야 시당기 해바 지당 아니 시사 시바다 사비레기 쳐봐 되니 시바다 사바니레야 무예 아니 하말레야마 자토치 대세 예치 다 담보 되니 랭냠바타 망에 베스탄 칸드치레사나 랑리 쳔말이야 노앙냠바타 망에 빌레네 소르 사잉여게레스 파바 토메게 소라 사잉여 노안조 녜빌레 상기드 샤바타 사바카임바오스 어타 녜빌레스 녜빌레사다 생기 띠니에 젠도요바다 텐디 젠도요 베토네 레 사바카임바테 노안조 녜빌레스 라우레스 다 망이 빌레서 노안조 망이 빌레는 상예도 셰라스 생기 돈이야 진도 여발라 아니 랭여게 투메바지 마사바 거인 뭐 예송바 따로스 어때네 언데레 면바다 망이 시당해 다 원나 시사니 제바 가르에서나 다 텔레야 대세 네바데 어때 대세 담부치 주이메 대세
Tense Sambo Diragila, Tense Sambo de Chisha Baragila.
시켜버리 면바다 망에 시켜봐서
Okay, so in terms of so Gishla, now we came in the second section where the karmas whose result will be like one have to experience it definitely, the experience of karmas result in definitely, and then there's a non-definitely. There are two terms, like either you have to definitely have to experience a karmic effect, or either you don't. It is not definitely to experience. So in there are four subdivision, which is like firstly a journal meaning, journal concept of the definitely and non-definitely of the karma, and then accumulating and actions when doing a possibility, and accumulating and actions, and then and this third is four possibilities. What are the four possibilities in doing action and accumulation? And then and the fourth is and the rest over the topics which are covered under this. This is a four. The first is about the concept of journal description about the what is definitely experience effect, and which those which are not definitely you have to experience. So in which is here the karmas whose result you will definitely or only possibly experience, which is possibly experience and not definitely you have to experience. So which is in the levels of yogic days. Say ngoshi ragila pavatomere ragila say ngoshi. Okay, so Arya Asanga, when he mentioned in levels of yogi, the karmas who result you will definitely experience is a consciously done and accumulated. So here it is mentioned that the result which you definitely experience, those karmas are those karmas. It's like one who has consciously, like intentionally done it, and also like accumulated. It is like you one who have done consciously is not like unconsciously, but you have done consciously. It is called as you have to experience that this effect of this karma definitely. And but however, karmas who result you are not certain to experience are that are consciously done but not accumulated. So it is there are another karma. There are some karmas where it is like you have done it. The karma you have done is consciously, but you have not accumulated it. So such a karma are considered as a the result of non possibly experienced karma. When you are like the result is possibly experienced of such a karma, the result is possibly experienced where you are the result you are not certain to experience is due to you have done, even though it is done, the karma is done consciously, but you have not accumulated it long.
Oh yeah. That Tate Nepate Karasana Shebata Sabile Shebata Le Sapaniki Chabadri. Tate Lamrim Chenmo Shebata Sabi Chabane Sung. Denile se Sung de Sayungile Sung. Sayungile Shibile Kanshana. Samba on Sanicha Lutanga Guna Hamba Kanyba was Shibile said that letting a shigu sansa tenia. Sangi teni Lutanga Gune Hambaki letele Shibile Lures. Ta Sabile Karasana. Sapilene, le number chumatoba in the tates. Ta le chumatobi le tanche de sapileres or ta chu the careers and melon the chebatas. Tangarot melonia, so chubag meloton ayora, or that de sapile chayoma teaches. Mahiba shebatasa, Hachane Mogone, Socha Segu of a Hamogachene, Tangarazo Sabna Gone, then Senche Segu of a Hamogone, Socha Se Shosumbayana, or Detabate Sabile Chagomari, Mahiba Shebat Niches. Sangi Meba Shebat answer, send the churning mene, Ta Socha Dabo Se Shobayana, and the Sangi Meba Shebata Songe. Trouble me la Juncha Miba Shabatas, Ta Parabole ne she the Socha Chebatabo do that do to trouble mind by. And then J. Kangan Chamber no mature or Tenrigaton or Tenri might be torn Socha in a tail Sabamares. Trouble me la Juncha Miba Shabat Abatrendo. No Shabatan said that Belena Chin Rabachi send Dune, Manda Rabajane, and the Lou Rabachi says on by the Notsane. There, and the Sabile Mares, that Truba inside. Jebe Shabatan say, that J said the Temba J. Temba Jenny, that Hamogo, that Temba Jenny, Tendre such as a show and W or that so Jebe Shabata Dumbach. 다 민들게 되셔봐도 소소 소차 때 샌드 천이 많아요. 아니 방법 잡을 저 인지 미니 세 그거여서 다 온여 그 돈에 세 주바 있는 민들게 되셔봐서 잡아들. 아니 랑기 제 롱도 마텐 바타서 다데 네 인사다 다 장카데 때지 오마 차주네 맞지네 예서 민들게 되셔. 랑기 제 롱도 마텐 바타서 랑기 제 롱도 마텐 바 로마테레 다데 gyāvā māyī bācī, mātē bātā. Njōpē sēvā tāngsē, sēnē njōpē shēkī shēkī chī, nī kō rūpī tā ākā kā ngā, dēpā tēsā nē yāpū yōmārī, sēngi tīni njōhī chī, dēpā njōpē sē sābā yinā, ngā dēpā sā, dēpā sā sōng, tē njōpā sā tsā chū kī, njōpā chēmbū chē tsā chū kī, dēpā tēsō, nē yā sābī lē mā rē sā. Nembe sewa seade, ta katso kani debasa yobayi na, ta debasa de besa so chene, deri tomba ni gamba nangi, shangshu sen gamba nangi, ne chi jimba towa nangi, chumbi chiya nangi, tenre ki chebayi na nembe sewa se, tenre i gewa teya sabi le ma re se, tenre i le chu doa, le chu, nembe se i le. Le namba chubun de dale matobi le yen kanyuma de sabi le res. Ta chu de tambun de re, melanta shebata chi, ma sheba shebata ni, sangi mimba shebata sun, chabu mila jun chaba mimba shebata ye, noa shebata ye, nga jebe shebata chu, mendu ye de shebata dun, rangi je long to maten batan se te, rangi je long to maten ba sa de, shedan, teni 샤와텔레 페네 가요 메비게 샤와텔레 랑기 줄로 토마템 빌레 세테 카제레스타 어따때 잡아들어 아니 접에서와도 고바 냄베서위길래 주 대답이래 주부터 사빌레 말에 소리 달래 넘버 주부 대달래 마토비 레게 칸이바테 아니 레게다 당제된 사빌레레스 타와나 마사빌레사 카레레사 단다 주데 단다 공구 주데 마사빌레자 그레스 마사빌레 넘버 주부 지게 때문에도 예송바 따로 서다 디바트 지주이나
That's all, Gila. That's all. So now in the second section where the karmas whose result you will definitely or possibly experience, it is here in the levels of yogic days, which is already mentioned. The karmas whose result you will definitely experience is that consciously done and accumulated. So karmas whose result you are not as certain to experience, it is like not certain. So that is a consciously done but not accumulated. So now in the second is what is the accumulation and what is about the like consciously done when you are doing like actions, and what is how the concept of the accumulation and the concept of consciously done. So in this same text which is set forth that the distinction we are having done karma and having accumulation, the concept of the doing activities of doing karma and accumulation, what is the mean, what is the concept of it is at the same text it is mentioned what is the karma that you have done, an action that you have done through thought about and that you have consciously set into motion either physically or verbally. So here it is said that the karma, in the concept of karma you have done, it is like the concept like an action you have done. What is the it means by the karma you have done? It is show that the action that you have thought about it, and then or that you have consciously set into motion either physically or vocally. When you are like consciously doing that action, it is called like karma is like having done karma, and it is called as a karma you have done. It is like intentional karma, or you have done it. So it continues. Kindly turn. Okay, so in the second is karma that you have accumulated is that not included among following texts. So in terms of like when you are like in terms of those karmas which are like not as certain, it's like there are karma which are like even though you have those there are karma that sakbele kila na chudi thana kila chushora kila sakbele number two. Okay, so this so they are like karmas. These are like accumulated karma, but the karma that you have accumulated, the accumulated karma should not be included any 10 action, because they are like karmas which have the meaning of karma. What you have done is already mentioned in this previous page, and in terms of accumulation of the karmas that you have accumulated should not be, if you want to get in terms of getting result of that accumulation done, in terms of accumulation it should not be included among those 10 types of actions which is mentioned in this text, in Lamrim text. And what are the 10 types of actions? Is firstly is actions which are done in a dream, which is not like intentionally done, but it comes naturally, like it is not an intention. So actions that are done in dream, and those done unknowingly, without knowing. We are when someone kills the animals or something without knowingly, unknowingly, and then those done unconsciously, like if someone kills someone, or someone steals something unconsciously without knowing it, so like take someone's thing unconsciously. So these are the, and those done without intensity or not continuously, so without any continuity doing this for like one without any without doing it in a strong intensity or something, and were done those in arrow with by mistakenly do it, and in terms of without intense without any when in terms that done with not without intensity or not continuously, which means like without any without with doing it to want to do it, and then done those done in an arrow, and those done forgetfully, when you forget and you just take some other things or something, that is like that is not considered as an accumulation or total accumulation of karma. And those done without wanting it, without, if you don't, even you don't want to do, you have to do it with someone force you to do it. It's like those done without wanting it, and those naturally ethically neutral, and those karma which you done is a naturally ethically neutral, and those eradicate through regret, or those some of the karma even after doing this you will just feel regret regretted of doing this, and then there are some karma where you done it, but later you eradicate with a remedy. When like sometimes you will do the karma, but later you just meditate on emptiness and meditate on bodhisattva, and you just feel regretted, and you just meditate on emptiness. Then it helps you to eradicate eradicate those karma. So these are the 10 types of actions. If you are if any of the actions or any karmas which are not included in these 10 types of actions, then your karmas are considered as accumulated. If it is included among these things, then it is not considered as accumulated karmas, or it is not considered as karmas that you have accumulated. So karma that you have accumulated in the remaining actions, and the one not included in these types of action, so which is not included in these 10 types is called as accumulated. And karma you have not accumulated, just the 10 types of action indicated above. Laungila saso.
Yeah. Teni ta tuanse somba drabo te ta muhiri. Shela masaba sa ta te muhiri. Ta te ni tuanse somba muhiri te Lamrim Chenmo le te la opa dowa yang muhiri te se sonda. Ta te muhiri te kandre resa na. Sochu shela masaba ne mekebe sheba taons. Ta tanda ke shela masaba sala majeba shesa neka tsangwa shesa neka ma tsangwa se ta muye de tera ta te de tambu soche tabu tsamba ina shela masaba ne kandre re se na she se de shela se de soche tsaje masaba se de ta le tele ya nyuba chabo mekendri mikebe sheba tanse 제동 미해네 근데 소차세 관가지고 여러 때 대바충을 미케베셔봤다 샤라 미케바세가 근데 미케바세도 맨나죠 미케 세텐리 말에 다 레카다 지레네 디 레카데 제동 문제야 전에 디예를 소차的세 쇼송的샤중도 다 텐리 더블이야니 미케베셔바스 데다 지치스 데네 말랑네야 소쳐바 답다 니치스 채도 마제바 당스 채도 소 마제야제네 거 세화를 송지 아니 민들게도 내지 시주와서 야다게 소소로 소 제주네 아라면 소소 젠도 쳐내면 예지 내지 시도 주바도 예지 되네 제 소라부 총총지 제네 렌지 코나시 다 텔레 잡아시 아카카 다네 뭐 소차시 세 차서 배사송 전 잡아시 되네 네미지 통이 돈에 네미지 세 잡에 좀 네 뽕이 도바 땅에 제마 chen 소 제기 미사서 되게 돈에 잡아시네 시체 long 동생 제바이나 하마게 디바데 니 헤드 싸움셔봐 디바데바 충충 주주잖아요 어디를 내가 너기 남이 마셔봐 제디비 차례지 사배 남았다스 당가 저 챈들이야 맥겨 때때 사요나요 챈들이야 강전 네 상대 담비 묘견 잡아 토소나 제디비 랑 차례지 사배 남아봐 차차로 대당 아니 제디는디비 뻔라지 사배 양다 줘봐서 다 제텔인데 라오사 사모통바니 강강강전 사모통바니 모소도 또 요데 되는 제텔인데 라오시 용거를 대시에 용데 되는 데 차려 어다 미기기레 탕체기 뉴바데마 뉴바 메케서 뉴바 종어를 근데 이래 돼서 탕체데 소주게레 셰라 마사바레스 어디 셰라 마사바 소주 지시시여的랭어게 야부지 사투요 말 슈체무지 사매야서 셰라 마사바스 못담버들 다 네바텔에 살아 마제바세 레 살아 마제바데 소체 시비시 유림번이 제소 도지스 쩌바셔 소네 마제바서 다데 소데 제그 전에 벨레나 rada shawa rabuchi ta chi sen de ne ta de se chi se atu ta leka mobu che ta ina ya se ma tu chen so che ma tu ten de ki shawa tele ya le sa de ta le me gyo pe mo sa yo so che se bi sa ni so chen de ki ko ho tu cha yo ra ani ti che to shawa mobu che yo ra le sa de le me gyo sa 이나야 셰요마 셰차요마 소추 투요마라 된다데 살라 마제빌레스 어데르 어데 어디지 다 되니네 셰라 사바세 셰바 임바 레 사바 니가 인케메트 니가 임바데 되니 소첸데 슈첨부 유베토네 소응여기 바 제송바 이나 내가 차와서 몽하만 니레 마토비 니 소쳐바 탕체도 센도 소첸데 센데 유베토네 소응여기 제송바 이나 아니 셰사 내가 차와서 어때래 다 되니 이바 무 이바테 마제히 마사바세 셰바야 마이 사바야 마이 바샤사 내가 마차네 sombo te mato baos ta konliya ani dendo shela masapa sala maje ba shasa nika chans te songa kaya mai ke ani le shu chu 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 le ta yi ke le chamo te re te so no so che ge shoto ya le chamo te so ani sabaya mai shebaya mai ba wa te ja re so te chi ota ti pa te chi juina.
Lasugila. So now we came though Gishla has earlier mentioned about the concept when you are talking about the when the possibility definitely of definite experience of the karma action experience the karma action in terms of the definitely experience of the karma the experience of the karma, where he has mentioned the fourth subdivision, which is firstly is a general explanation of what is the concept of what is the concept of like a definitely experience of result from the karma and non it's a possibility, certainty, possibility or experience of the karmic result. Firstly is a general explanation, and second when it comes about the concept of what is done and what is accumulated in terms of karmic done and karmic accumulation. Now we come with the fourth one is it's about the four possibility or four relationship between the what is karma done and what is accumulation, karmic accumulation and karmic done. So they are like which is mentioned a comparison of determination present the four permutations between the karma done and the karma accumulation, where there is like for premeditation, killing that is a karma which have done and but not accumulated, seen as the following case. So here the four premeditation or four relationship is shown between karma done and karma accumulation. So in which first relation is about like what is karma done but what is not karma is accumulated, what is not accumulated, like when a karma action is done but action is not accumulated, and when the action and the second is action is done and action is accumulated, and then the third is and neither action is done neither action is accumulated, and then the fourth is about like okay and the concept is about like action is accumulated but action is not done. So these are the four possibilities which can happen between these two karmic done and karmic accumulation. So when you give an analogy, when you try to apply these four possibility, there's a in a Lamrim text it is mentioned about the four possibility through give application through the example of killing. The killing that is the karma which you have done but not accumulated is seen in the following cases. So when you in the first possibility, when karma is done but karma is not accumulated, you can see that in terms that karma for in a karma killing is this which karma which you have done but not accumulated is seen in the following cases. First is that you have done I just lost the screen. Okay, so which is the fourth is the first section is that done unknowingly, with like sometimes we an individual kill the animal unknowingly without knowingly, or like, and that is done in a dream, and that is done unintentionally without intentionally, like when you are doing something. So for example, sometimes you do things, and when you are doing some actions and unintentionally you kill some like small insect, it is done unintentionally, and that which another person force you to do against your will. If you are not interested, still the other person force you, and that done only once and then regretted. You did it but you feel later regretted, and then much lesson upon assuming a vow to giving up killing, and that much lesson up assuming, like when you later to overcome your desire by means of deep understanding of its fault, that you just take a vow from now onwards you won't kill the animals, and that whose seed you have weakened, you weaken before its fruition can start by means of separating it from worldly attachment. Like if your karma has done, but due to the you have applied the antidotes or thinking about the wisdoms of emptiness, then you can able to this the karma is not considered as accumulated, and that whose seed you have actually destroyed by the supreme mundane path of elimination, such as you have applied application of the antidotes such as perfection of wisdom or emptiness. So these are the karmas. These are the karmas are considered as a karma you have done. These are karmas, the example of karma you have done, but these karmas are not considered as a karmas that you have accumulated. These are not accepted as accumulated karma. So this is the first relation, first possibility is shown. Now the second possibility is karma you have accumulated, but karma you have not done. Like there are some karmas which you have accumulated, but you have not done. For example, Kishla, like killing, in that case, karma you have accumulated, but you have not done is in the following cases. You have investigated, analyzed for a long time in order to kill a living being, but you could not kill it. Like sometimes there's like you want to kill the animal and you have analyzed and you have think about intention to kill, but when it comes to the action, you have not killed that animal. You have not able to kill that animal or other being. It is considered as a karma you have accumulated because you have analyzed, investigated, and you have intention, but you have never done in an actual way. That is considered as you have accumulated karma, but you have not accumulated karma done in the terms of doing the action because you have not done it. And also the karma that is killing you have done accumulated sin income. Accumulated is seen in all the killing, not included in previous to premeditation. So here Gishila has given example in the second where the karma is accumulated but karma is not done. Is example that like some for example like animals, some of the like animals such as a deer, like deer, so like people, even the hunters want to kill the deer, but they have a full intention to kill the deer, but they can't able to kill that deer in the mountains. So it is karmas accumulated, but karma of killing the deer is accumulated, but the karma of action has not done. So it is not, the karma of done is not, you have not gained the karma of done. And killing that is, and in terms of the now the third one is karma you have accumulated and karma you have also like accumulated and karma you have done, which is when you have karma done and karma accumulated, both is there. Where there's like killing, that is karma you have done and accumulated sin in all the killings that not includes in previous to premeditation. When so which means like all the killings, if you done some if you kill some animals or other beings intentionally and you kill that action, if you have performed that action and also with your full analyzing and investigation, and then you have performed that action, and it is considered as a karma you have done and karma you have accumulated. So and now in the fourth section, it is killing, that is karma that you have neither done nor accumulated, is whatever not is included in above three. So for example, it is here that and the fourth is like karma which have not, neither you have done nor you have accumulated. In terms of killing, like killing, that is like there's a karma, some of the karma you have neither you have done or nor you have accumulated. You have not investigated or analyzed to kill that other being and animal, and neither you have done action to kill that animal. So this is considered as a karma neither you have accumulated, neither you have done. So there are some of the subtle karmas which are included in this section. In the terms of the fourth one, which karma you have neither accumulated nor you have done. Now, Ankila Sasu.
다 된체 이바라고 되니 하마레가 조치세 다 된지지레 다 가르서라 다다 본토 모기 디사데 소초게 레레야 아니 모기 뒤여라 다데 하마니 메기추이 노가 하마 구여라 다 텔레야 샤고라 다 데니 랑리차만 마진 헤네 나치 바 대견도 치리바 리바 샤와 인라 이제 송라 문네바 메치 무담불라양 쳇도 마제바다 현지 쳇도 주바야 메도 오송 다 가르 송교여르세나 다 마진 레레야 단다 콘도 슈바 나오긴 소초게 나오긴 제네 되니 가르로가 소제시 다 마진 발렘바 텔레 셰라 마사바 아니 네바텔 살라 마제바 아니 셰사 네가 차와 셰사 네가 마차와 셈무기여레스 다 나긴 로이 마진 발렘바 되니 로예레야 다라 무기여지 Then Julia, Tendre Muye, Ani Nachi, Tamalea, Tendre Muye, Situla, Tendre Muye, Nachile, Tendre Muye, Reson, Majimba Lemba, Nachi Paya, Tiju to Chiriba, Riba Shawa, Ila, Riba Shalas, Tibat. Ta Yichi Sonlea, Munyapa Mechi said, Ani Sala Majiba said, Sala Majiba said, Mute, Ani Yichi now said, Nurse Lota Sonla, Teo Mares, Sala Majiba said. 아니 사라 아니 레마지바 텐지 요마실 코산이 마토 요마 단다 류마게 된데 살라세데 생기 그로 소초데게 그로 마지발란데게 그로 슈체모 요바치 아니 코망고서 마라하다 아니 칼로그다 소모서 마체베 레랑노게 마두바데렌도 다이 텔레야 텐데 요마레 상니 코라 랑고 이지 랭요기 주차 인상 아니 살라 마지바세데 아니 이게 미게와 손을 요마레 소리 대장 마체 다 채도 샤 채도 마제바 연지 셰도 주바요 매 도스 채도 마제네 아니 된다 사쇼다 대 요마르세 이게 나세 로타스 아니 연기 저는 남세 제가 너세 제가 로타 체스 된리게 돈 대 생기 돈 제가 이제 셀 젠데면서나 야다 가르라나 제가 말아 된데 이제 연지 셰도 주비 아니 나세 로타스 요 말레스 어다 된리게 다 참바치 존으로 된리죠
So, okay. So now it comes in also understand in the same way as it here it is mentioned that as in terms of the same way as appropriate the non-virtuous action from stealing through the senseless speech. So when here it is given example of earlier it was given the example of killing when it is saying like about the four possibilities among the four permutations among relationship between the karma done and karma accumulation. It is giving through the example through the killing, so which can be applied same to the other non-virtuous states from stealing to senseless speech. So in stealing it also goes similar like a killing, that there are like four possibilities. Either karma is done and karma is done but not accumulated, karma is accumulated but not done, and it is both done and accumulated, and neither done neither accumulated. So this four possibility can go for the stealing, and it also go for the sexual misconduct, and also for the lying, and also for the senseless speech, and also for the gossip. And but in terms of comes in the three mental non-virtuous action, in terms of the when it comes to the beside those seven non-virtuous action, when it comes to the three mental non-virtuous action, then it does not have a second premeditation. Second premeditation is the karmas which is accumulated but it is not done. You should not it cannot be in this concept of this in the concept of the three mental non-virtuous action, which are covetousness, malice, and about the wrong view. You cannot apply this concept of karma done but karma accumulated but karma not done, which is not applied in this mental non-virtuous action, because in terms of the body and the speech, what is there is like you can have an intention to, like for example, you can have an intention to kill, but you don't have to if a person doesn't perform the actual action, then it is like karma cannot be accumulated, even the karma done. But in terms of the mental action, in terms of mental activity, I think okay. So, in terms of the karmas in mental action, the mental action is there. It shows that when mental action, when you think about something, then it is also completed. The karma is also completed. The karma is considered as the completion of the path of karma when you are thinking something, because mental action, you can't separate the action and the mental thought in terms of the mental action. But in terms of the body and the speech, you can differentiate between the action body perform and the intention or thinking process, which you can differentiate. But in terms of mental, you can't differentiate. That's why once the in the mental non-virtuous state, when a person think about it, it's also completing his karmic. Also, it can serve as a completion of his karma. So there's an absence of the in terms of this, there's absence of the karmas accumulated. The second premeditation, which is karma accumulated and karma not done. So where it is okay, so here it is like in this three mental experience, they like there's no something that you can say I have done it unintentionally, because in terms of mental action, there's no you can't say like I have done it unintentionally, because whenever you think from mind, it is coming intentionally, because you are doing for mental action. In terms of mental action, so okay, so there's no like from mind you don't want to do, still my mind think like this, you can't say like this. So this is like it is done intentionally, so you can't say like karmas accumulated or karma not done in terms of the mental action. So here the three types of certainty. Okay, so with this premeditation, there's no mental action that are not intentionally done, nor there are any of that you are forced by any other to commit. From the viewpoint of the time, at which you experience a result, there are three types of certainty of experiencing result of the karma: experiencing here and now, experiencing and it taking after rebirth, and experiencing it at any time. So when it comes, there no mental action that are not intentionally done, nor there are any that you are forced by another to commit. So till here we have completed with the concept of like four possibilities. When four possibilities of when we are talking about the karmas in a definitely result, karma which perform a definite result, and karma is a possibility of giving a result. In this section, the third topic about four possibility of four premeditation is completed. Now, Angela.
Yeah. Tatini Tunsen Nibandabu Tuchu Golani or Talik Kiabalaya, Doten Jake Rabu Nichine, Tatambun Doten Rabu Lamrim Chenmo, no Anyambala, and Rebu Nui Tuchu Goni Sumo. Ta Nongi Lelia, and it Tutu Goni Jana, Yawasum Yori. Tate Kandres and a Tatambu telling. Tela Tonchela no one journey lady in the Setilam Hibajota le Tuju Gorijana Tonche Nonjokele, Sheni Nonjokele, Leda Yella Nonjokeles, that Tendike Leson Yores. That tea nong Tambu Telia, and Tonche Tela Tonchela no one lady in the Setilam Hibajosa. Tangarazo Sentelia Le Sani, Setaron and Jabumi Ukijure, 10 day letelia, Tonche Nonjokele, say your other. Other. That tender you do that teleani Joteo GTS G. That G the country is a only Sendelea Tawata, Sendelea Matawa niches. That the Luton Losha, the Sabala Tawa Heche, Sambe, Megawa, said in one jaws, Sunda, the Dala Matawa Heche, Sambe, Gawa was said, Sendelea Tawa, Sendela Matawa Nis, the Nitzigor, Gino, the Tamboniter. 다 쳔디게 루 기첨부 하정 기첨부 쳔디 르려야 차 대차도 야다 투츠체 다치 잡아체 된지 아니 롱슈레 쳔디 롱슈레 기첨부 시부다니 대차도 델이야 샴바체 아당 시부체 루 쳔디 르다 쳔디 롱슈다 쳔디게 다 너다 어 변조 아니 갈로 온탕 과사 토 과사 대처래야 하정의 현바 준비교 돈 상내 돈을 내줘봐요. 미겨 찾는 노그래서 내가 나오긴 게 대달라 메다치 쳔디 류데 롱동 르동 주변조 르동 니 쳔디 이게 아다 토 과사라서 받을 몇 슈참보 메비터 아니 겨와 랍참보 두바이나 어텐데 양 겨와도 통치 농주에 차거스 쳔들 다메다 니세 니리지노 대달라 메타와 히치 삼메 겨와티 지치스 테니 티긴도 세자라 네세 헤쳐와다 히지 헤쳐와스 아 히지 페세 헤쳐와 니르 다 로아 세자래야 아니 페세 후첨보 여바다 양 네세 후첨보 여바 어디니 데리 이래서 어니지 아 테니 양 근초다 라마 라소바라 나세 헤쳐다 라마다 아니 근초다 랑게 파마다 어다 대sol이야 양 나세 후첨보 여케 대다 말해서 아니 대달래야 대바도 매바 삼바 헤첨보 여바 어때 지디 주리로 주치 어때 되니 타마들 야 파마당서 공부들 라마들 근초다 라마라 소바레도 다인데 파마들로스 파마당 라마 야 라만 데리요 연도 펜도발라 쿠힌스 셰바 메세 삼베네스 어다 테리 어다 파마소라 어니 페니체니 파마다 라마리아 펜도발라 쿠힌스 셰바 메세사 펜도발리아 사니 메비체니 텔레 론지치와 후쳐부쳐 다가 나오게 메가와 센디노라스 아니 다가 나오게 데터 셔버 어다 어템 누가 당아츠 데레소다 류토롱시도 서바라스데 센데레야 니 따와 차게 하정 첨부 여봐 센데 류동베 상바니치 데니 이게 센젤레야 펜센다 뉘센 슈첨부 여봐 니치 예치 다 근초래 소래야 아니 나센다 아니 대바니 나세르다 대 나세르다 다리 담보데 나세 양 근초다 라마소라 나세케 자와다 대달라 대바도 메바케 자 니즈 양 근초다 라마다 대sol이야 펜세 후첨부 여바다 양 나세 후첨부 여바 다 펜세 후첨부 여바 대테렌도 어다 대지에텔야니 레테지에테 아니 대차를 갈라오다 나라서 통치 논조기 레세 통치 논조기 레지에테 테레 어다 겨와 챈델라 노안조 사이응에길 송소 어다 티바트 지조니 다 저서 뒤서 총리 인사
Lasso, lasso. Okay, so now we come with the section that when you are talking, and then we completed with the third section. Now we come with the fourth section where it is said like where the from the viewpoint of time at which you experience the result, when you are experience a result of when you will experience from the viewpoint of the time at which you experience the result. Where here there are like two subdivision where like it is in a summary way it is shared, and then it is mentioned in a detailed way. So there are two sections, and one firstly in a summary way when it is when the Lamrim has mentioned about at which time you will experience the result. They have mentioned about three types of certainty or experiencing your result of karma, which is experiencing your karmic result here or now in present life, or experiencing it after taking rebirth, or experiencing it at another time. So first is experiencing your karmic experiencing, karmic result here or now. It is an effect of action which ripen in very late time in which you do the action. So you will experience the karmic result. Okay, so these three types are divided, or these three types are shown through the time in terms of the results are experienced through the time. Like either one has to experience the result in terms of here or now, or either in a rebirth, next life, or in another time. So it was divided in time through the time. So so in terms of the experiencing your karma here and now, it is an effect of action which ripen in your very lifetime in which you do the action. So okay, so where and this is a section in this first one where the one individual person who does the action has to experience the result of his action in this lifetime here and now. So there is such type of karma mentioned, which is mentioned when the levels of yogic state which you can experience here and now. So what are the 8 types are: firstly, non-virtuous action that you have done with the predominant attach or attitude of looking after your body resources existing, or they are like when you do non-virtuous karmic action in terms you are just when you are too much attached to the when you are giving too much importance to the wealth, or you are giving too much importance to your physique or your looks, or if you are giving too much attention to your existence or these resources, then it is called as a this non-virtuous action will give result in the action the result experience now or here. And the virtuous action that you have cultivated with the predominant attitude or not looking after these. So when you are not looking after these things, that when you are not considering too much attention towards your body resources existent, and when you are doing some virtuous action which is not predominant by this attitude, it's also you will experience a result this time. And in the same way, non-virtuous action that you have done with the attitude of strong malice towards a living being, when you are doing strong malice towards a living being, non-virtuous action, then you have to experience a result in this time. And virtuous action that you have cultivated with the attitude of deep compassion and helpfulness. So if you have accumulated, if you have done some virtuous action with a strong intention of compassion, with a strong compassion or strong intention of helping the other individual, so the result will be experienced in this life, in present and now. So a non-virtuous action that you have done with a great animosity towards the three jewels, if you are doing some non-virtuous action which is related with a great hatred or anger towards the three jewels of gurus, your gurus, so and to like, so it will also the result will also come out in this, and the result will experience in this and here now. And the virtuous and differ from that, if you are like virtuous action that you have cultivated with an attitude of deep faith and belief in the three jewels of gurus, then you will like, if you have accumulated a virtuous, if you do some actions, virtuous action with a deep faith towards your guru and your belief towards guru, then the result will experience in this life. And also the non-virtuous action that you have done with the attitude of enmity towards you, the who have helped you, and such as parents or guru, if you have like, if you carried in if you having if you did a strong non-virtuous attitude, or with an attitude of enemy or attitude of anger, strong hatred towards your parents or your gurus who have helped you at in your difficult times, if you do such a non-virtuous action and attitude of not repaying them of what they have done, if you don't repay them or if you don't feel gratitude towards them, then it is discussed as the result of this karma action will experience in this life. And the virtuous karma that you have cultivated with strong attitude of wishing to repay those who help you, and if you have experienced, if you are having strong if you have done some virtuous action which is with a strong intention of repaying the kindness that they have done to you by the other individual in your difficult times, if you do as such as repaying them, then the result will be come out in this life. The result you will you will experience the result with this life. With this, we just completed today's class because due to the time limitation. Now, Gilasaso.
Oh, yeah, that is Shaira.
No, so Gishla will conclude this session till here. So with the 8 types, he will conclude it, which is now Gilasaso. Okay, I think now, okay.
Yeah. Ground is noted with perfume, strewn with flowers, Mount Meru, the 4 continents, sun and moon. Visualizing as a Buddha feel, offer this to all beings may enjoy this pure. Idam Guru Rana Manakami Atayami. In the golden mountain paradise, you're the source of good and happiness. Powerful Tenzin Gyatso Chenrezi, may you stay until samsara end. Praying for our teachers' perfect health, praying for our teachers' sages life, praying that our wounds will grow and spread, bless me never to depart from death. Due to this merit, may I soon attain the enlightened state of Guru Buddha, so that I may also be able to bring all beings to live an enlightened state. May the precious Buddhi mind not yet born rise and go. May that bond have no decline, but increase forevermore. Just as the blessed Buddha of the past dedicated, just as the blessed Buddha presently existing is dedicated, just as the blessed Buddha of the future will dedicate, also humbly learn, follow, and dedicate likewise. Visions of the supreme precious Dharma has not spread, they have spread but then declined. May illumine the treasure of happiness and benefit, with the mind deeply moved by great compassion. May anyone who merely see, hear, remember, touches or talks to me, be free in that very instant from all suffering and abide in happiness forever. For as long as space endures, for as long cosmic beings and beings. Until then, may I too abide to be as misery of the world, protector for those without one, and for all travelers who may. May I be support and ship for all to cross the waters. Ephemeral, compassionate group, see our blessings that all coming their obstacles and suffering of body sentient beings, without exception ripen our eyes, and give our happiness and virtues to others, and thereby invest all beings in bliss.
Nangila.
Say something.
Okay, Geshe-la.
Ola so da ye lunga ye song long shu du song ge song che zhe chen men re song bu ge song chu bi cuo ji le lang ne lama ye dang kun chou song la be tu jiao ang gu ye da la shen jia lao do se e dang go ro ro men re la ge ni ya da ye me da ge che ne sa bi ge wa ne de nang zhou wa ge la pan ben da che ba ji se lo song zhou de bi ne mo ren se je shuo de na ji ze la ma tu je je ma jun zhe yi di ri dong a ge ma le da 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 la mi da ge de ge ge la do 로게 되다 냠바 신절로 되나 제대로 마투지 마존로에 들이 동하고 말에 다다다라 해봐 나게 되게 야라도 로게 되다 냠바 신절로 되나 제대로 마투지 마존로에 들이 동 말에 다다다라 해봐 나게 되게 야라도 로게 되다 냠바 신절로 류통로시 뒤선 계속해 생자라는 되면 참에 도세 비 신묘 파신 조바 신절 로康苏效果马路车就得写些藏着得些数据就没出那两篇嘛，所以发现做现在老上去生效上不去，马些把那这边那么，光年光都拍话说，帕马三千他就带到电视机，按照他就到上去300刚的水，到他跟前嘛，如果这考虑了一个拍那条嘛嘞就，现在上我电视就小白菜的把电视机当把那没比当把电视完的了，那没这。gyawande andro mali hinen tambanzi joro mo la so ya ya
Nangila.
oh ya
Okay, thank you, Geshe-la.
la so oh ya
Thank you. Hey, thank you, Miguel-la. Thank you.
Thank you.